I think you guys are gonna. Oh, you're gonna edit that out. You're gonna edit that, right? Okay, all right. Let's start over here. What's up, Biggie Nation? Thanks again for tuning in to this edition of my road back to the stage. We're going pretty well here. As you'll see in this video, you see some footage of me training again. But the real reason we're here today is to talk about why it's important that we have personal trainers and coaches in our sport. Okay, so right here is IFBB Pro, Kate Baird. She's here with me. She also helps me run my company, Above and Beyond Physiques. And we're going to discuss a little bit about the advantages of having a coach, having someone that can push you past your limits and help you go in the right direction without hitting the wall first, as most of us do when we're trying to do it by trial and error. So, Kate, in your opinion, what are some of the reasons why you think people should hire a personal trainer or coach depending on the level of fitness they're in?
There is a myriad of reasons that a coach or a trainer can provide somebody. For newbies who don't really know what they're doing, we teach technique, how to do things properly, how to get that mind-muscle connection going so you actually can feel things right and know what muscles you're working. Prevention of injury is of utmost importance. Some people, they know they need to get in shape, they don't really want to come to the gym, they need accountability, support, they need a cheerleader. For more advanced people, a lot of times the programs get stagnant and you stop making advances and people don't know what to do. What can I do? And so the coach is there to throw new ideas out and different ways to do things so you can continue on progression.
I know for me, one of the things that helped my training tremendously is when I hired Paul Carter to do my programming, because I was always the one doing my program since I left college, because I was a powerlifter in college as well. And one of the things you do when you're training all the time is you tend to get comfortable. Like, you're still training hard, training intense, but you're training at a level of comfort that with the exercises you enjoy doing, with the exercises that feel good to you. And I can tell you that if you are comfortable in your routine, you definitely need to change it up, because through pain, through stress, that's how the body changes. So, you know, for me, I had gotten away from doing all the stuff that was my foundation: squats, deadlifts, even some of the heavy barbell rows from the floor and stuff like that. And I used the excuse my lower back was bothering me. But when I had a coach telling me this is what I have to do, then the mindset changed from it's going to hurt to I'm not going to let the paper beat me. I'm not going to let the coach outdo me, and I wanted to prove that I could do the best I could. So if your mentality is always trying to be better and trying to improve, then I think you always have to have at least a mentor that you can go to and get advice from, but more importantly, someone that's going to handle your program, take it out of your control so that you're doing what's best for you, not what feels good to you.
Absolutely. I tell my clients all the time, it's not about comfort.
Right.
I have to remind myself that all the time too, because when you tend to do the exercises that you like all the time.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know, there's just certain exercises that I don't enjoy doing. Now, from the nutritional standpoint, I think it's super important to have somebody with a fresh set of eyes looking at you and being able to make the right changes to your program, because a lot of times if you're really driven, you're going to make changes that are too aggressive, and you're going to go too hard, and you're going to restrict your food too much, and things that you don't need to, because all you're trying to do is be great, be great, be great. I know, like, one particular season I was being oblivious to anybody, not really listening to what people were telling me, and I just kept doing more cardio, more cardio, more cardio. And then it wasn't until after the season, and I look back at the pictures, I go, man, I dieted off a lot of muscle, but I was just, I gotta be shredded, I gotta be shredded, I gotta be shredded. And that's one of the things that I credit George Farrer for, because he kind of taught me how to eat more food and still get lean while doing it. In your experience, do you always coach yourself, or?
No, this past show that the last one I did in 2017, where I won my pro card, I did my own prep. But before that, I did have a coach. I think it's important, because when you're depleted, you're foggy, and you might be okay with other people working other people's programs, but you're so more judgmental on yourself, more critical of yourself. you start thinking, oh, but what if this and what if that, and you get really just muddled thinking. So
Yeah.
I did some experimentation, and that's what I wanted, but I would go back to using a coach again, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it both ways, and I can just say the stress level is so much less when you have a coach that you truly trust in, because you just take your thoughts out of it. I think the best I've ever done is when I don't think, I just do. And because everybody's got a plan for you when they're looking at you. If they're a competent coach, they got a plan, they got an overall plan, and you can't foresee their plan, so it's not even worth trying to figure it out. You just do the program, you just do what you're supposed to do, and then at the end result, if you've done everything you need to do and it's not what you want, then you pick a new coach. But if you've done everything you're supposed to, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a result that you want if you have a competent coach coaching you. So from a beginner standpoint, you walk into a gym, it's proven 7% of the people that walk in the gym walk out the same in a year with barely any results. That's only a product of they don't know what to do. Like if you don't know how to push yourself to a level of change, then you're gonna think if I go in there and do my 3 sets of 15 and it burns a little bit, that's good enough. You're not gonna know that how far you can push yourself if you've never been there. So I think as a beginner, it's of utmost importance, so you're not wasting your time when you come to the gym, because our time these days, everything moves so fast. There's so much information out there. How do you decipher what's good and what's bad? So hiring a professional to help you is a no-brainer. And if for nothing else, then if you go to a local gym, I guarantee you, majority of the members will look the same in 1 year. And that's a testament to the fact that most people really don't know what they're doing, or aren't willing to push themselves to a level where change is actually going to be created. I mean, have you seen that as well? Do you agree with that?
All the time.
Yeah. So if you're a beginner out there and you're just kind of watching this, and if you're in the Delaware area, obviously come to Above and Beyond Physiques, abphysiques.com. But if anywhere, if you're not satisfied with your results, if you're not seeing the results you like, and you're putting in the time, you're being disciplined, you're eating the right foods, you definitely got to hire somebody to help you. And we've been doing it with Above and Beyond Physiques for over 20 years, and we work both local and nationwide. We have a staff of 9 trainers, and we are always here to help. So I think you guys understand why it's important to get a trainer, to get a mentor, to have somebody that you can bounce ideas off of, and to make you better, and not just your quest for your fitness goals, but business, career, all that stuff. You need mentors, you need coaches, people that have done it, because why try and reinvent the wheel? Just learn how to improve what you're already doing and get better with everything more efficient, because time is precious these days because everything moves so fast. So I'm Fred, Biggie Smalls. Thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, hit the bell, subscribe, because we got more to come.